Happy New Year, everyone. What about yourself needs to change this year for you to reach your goals in 2024? I'm Nate. I'm the FitFutureMD. Upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Pick up your free copy of the nutrition and workout guide in the description below if you're interested in how I lost almost 50 pounds. I'm the owner of Ensorsale. Ensorsale is family. Together, we rise up from humble beginnings to inspire others all over the world with the messages on our t-shirts. Wear your inspiration today, right? Because I don't know if you're like me, but I'm tired of looking around everywhere and only seeing negativity, only seeing people that are negative, that are complainers, that they're watching the news every day, so they're only talking about all the bad stuff that's happening in the world. They're not talking about all the good stuff that they're doing. And we're going to change that. We're going to change that with Ensorsale. So go to Ensorsale.com. If you don't see the inspirational quote that you love, send me an email, send me a text. I'm happy to make it for you. Ensorsale is about inspiring others to better themselves, to change their mindset so that we all can win, right? That's what Ensorsale is about. So go to Ensorsale.com and check that out. It's free to go to the website. 20% off using FitFutureMD as a code, checkout code. So, what about yourself needs to change this year for you to reach your goals, right? So, for me, my number one goal is my health, right? I'm 37 years old now. My father had his first heart attack at 48. So in less than 10 years or 11 years, 11 years from now, my father has a heart attack, right? His first one, right? So I would love if that didn't happen to me, number one. And number two, if it does happen, to at least push it back to at least I'm in my 60s, right? Because you can only come back so many times from heart attacks, right? Eventually, because the heart repairs itself by scarring, right? So, it's basically just a scar on your heart, and that can cause a lot more other problems, right? So that's number one, right? Number one is my health, right? So what do I need to do to improve my health? I need to be more consistent about my nutrition plan, right? I need to not eat as much pizza, not eat as many wings. I need to, stay away from cheese fries and a lot of other things, right, that I need to do. I need to live what this t-shirt is talking about, right? Diet life, right? And to always be on your nutrition plan, to be steadfast, because most Americans are not living a healthy lifestyle, right? They are eating junk, right? From the cereals they eat in the morning to, sandwiches they eat at lunch to, the fried food they eat at night, right? So, like I say, we need to stay away from high calorie food and go back to more high nutrition food and really be more consistent with that this year, right? I say we were able to make good progress this year, obviously, to get where we want to be permanently in a permanent healthy maintenance area in the Stay Fit Forever plan. We need to be more consistent this year. All right. So, to sell a product, you have to really believe in a product, right? So, I would like my conviction for my product to increase, right? So when someone asks me, hey, what do you do? Hey, I'm the owner of Ensorsale brand. Check us out. We're trying to change the world, right? Well, to do that, I need to make my products better, right? So I started that with the Difference Maker line. If you haven't checked that out, I think there's still a few left. We're not completely sold out on that one. So, but it's probably as far as the artwork and, the print and the color scheme and all that kind of stuff and what the meaning of the shirt is, it's probably the best one I've done so far, right? Because it's not just words, right? It's actually a photo to go along with, the meaning of the shirt, right? And that's more of the direction that I'm headed in with Ensorsale, right? So if, the shirt is say it's a brick by brick shirt, it's gonna have, some sort of artwork to go along with it that represents what the shirt is trying to tell people, right? So when somebody sees your shirt, and it's got, for the Difference Maker shirt, when someone sees that shirt and they see the firefighter up there, they see the EMT, they see the nurse, they see and it says Difference Maker, they immediately know, like, hey, it's representing the difference makers in your community, right? And, that's really what, you're inspiring others to be difference makers in your community, right? So that's what I need to do for Ensorsale. I need to make the product better, right? So, that's what we're doing. We're coming up with different concepts, and hopefully y'all will enjoy them this year, right? So a big thing that I started this year in 2023 was I started reading more, right? But there's been a trade-off from reading more, is that as I'm reading other people's thoughts, my thoughts that I'm coming up with on my own have been decreasing, right? So I need to figure out a balance between being able to read someone else's thoughts and being able to come up with my own thoughts on my own, right? So if you go look at my social medias, you'll see, the ones that were hacked, right, that I lost this year. So I lost 15,000 followers, on Instagram and Facebook, right, because of hackers. And that's fine, because I can start this over. A hacker is not going to stop my cause, and my cause is to help as many people as I can, right? People that grew up just like me, that grew up in an old farmhouse, single parent home. We were lucky enough to always have food, but the lights definitely got cut off, the water definitely got cut off. We've definitely had to burn our trash before, stuff like that. So, it's tough when the toilet doesn't flush. It's tough when you can't take a shower. It's tough when, you're, as soon as it gets dark, you just go to bed because you don't got any power. Like, that's where I come from, and that's why I built Ensorsale, so that we can change that, right? So, but I definitely want to increase my creativity this year. But on those, on the ones that got hacked, there was a lot more sayings. There was a lot more quotes that I had come up with. Even if it was reading somebody else's quote and changing it a little bit, so I would like to get back to more of that as well, motivational quotes. And also it helps me figure out, like, what do I want to put on a t-shirt, right? So if I get a nice motivational quote and it does well online, then I know that it'll do well on, an inspirational t-shirt, right? So, like I say, all that's going back into the brand. Like I say, we post every day on Instagram, on TikTok, on Twitter, so on LinkedIn, on Snapchat, so keep that in mind. So whatever, if you're looking for motivation, that's where to go. Like I say, YouTube is just Monday, Wednesday. I actually post in shorts too, so shorts every day. So if you're looking for motivation, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, it's up there. So, and the last thing that I need to improve on this year to reach my goals in 2024 is to network more. Your net worth is only as good as your network, right? So I need to work on talking to people. I need to work on being interested in what they're worried about and what they're thinking about. I can't help people if I don't know what they're worried about and what they're thinking about, right? So it all goes back to my mission of helping people as much as possible, right? Obviously, the difference between where my parents were at my age versus where I'm at my age is investing, right? My parents didn't know anything about investing, whether it be real estate, whether it be stocks, whether it be in business, right? My father tried to start a business when he was 19, and he ended up having to close it, and they ended up having to go bankrupt on that money, right? So that's one of the reasons that, I grew up in an old farmhouse, right? And honestly, a change in mindset for a lot of people is that, you see a lot of people driving around nice cars, wearing nice clothes, their kids have the best gadgets, and then you realize that they're actually broke, right? That they're spending every dime they make, and that if they lost their job, they would be homeless, and they would be homeless out with their children, and all their possessions would be taken away. And you don't see that when you're a kid, right? You only see, oh, well, little Johnny over there's got something that I don't have, right? That's all you see. And you have fear of losing everything, fear of what do people think about you? You're sitting there wearing a TJ Maxx FUBU shirt that you had no idea what FUBU meant, right? And and wondering why people aren't talking to you, wondering why your network's not growing, or all that kind of stuff. And you're wearing thrift store Tommy Hilfiger stuff, or whatever. But at the end of the day, when 2008 happened, you didn't even know, because you were so poor that you didn't even know. It didn't affect you. Like, you didn't have any stocks that crashed out. You didn't have real estate that you lost, right? So, but I definitely need to improve my network. I definitely need to, go to more conferences, talk to more people, have more people know me in person, right? But what do you need to change, right, in your life or your goals? What goals do you have? Do you even have any goals, right? So, number one, set goals, right? This is 2024. Let's get some goals going, right? And we're gonna set, we're gonna pull a Grant Cardone and 10x the goal, right? So, obviously, you can't lose 500 pounds, but some people can. But so if I'm sitting in the 270s and I want to be 250, let's shoot for 240. Shoot higher than the goal, right? And when we get to 250, keep going down to 240, right? We want to sell 5,000 t-shirts, 10,000 t-shirts this year. Let's set a goal for 20 and do everything for, what will we have to do to sell 20,000 t-shirts, right? What would we have to change, right? So that's a difference in mindset, and you may have to do that for your goals. So, I say for me to read a book a month, I need to read 10 minutes a day. Well, maybe I need to double it, make it 20, right? Or read 10 minutes and then try to do more creative stuff in my own mind for 10 minutes, right? So there's a lot of things you can do. Set those goals, figure out what you need to change about yourself. What about you needs to change, right? Whether that's, going to the gym in the morning instead of at night. That I changed that before, like I said, there's a lot of things that you can change that are your choices, right? So I hope this helped you out, guys. Leave me a comment down below if it did. talking about my business and what I'm going to change, and the things I'm thinking about now that it's 2024. I hope I helped you out with it. Shop at Ensorsale.com. Check out the inspirational stuff. If you don't see what you want there, send me an email, send me a text, and I'll try to make it for you, right? You're my customer. You're the person I want to inspire. You're the person that I want to help, right? So, let me do that to the best of my ability. I'm here to help you. The nutritional workout guide is up there for free. Obviously, I'm going to try to get some pictures up there for that, and do a little better on that one. So like, comment, subscribe, share the video with somebody that needs it, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.